Scotia Juniors 14-1 team. And on the opposite side, the Pictou County Invasion Volleyball Association Club 14U Girls Antle. And it looks like Invasion's going to start us off with the serve. Kennedy with a swing from the left. Free ball dumped over, and that free ball dump is going to score. Invasion with the first point on the board. Heading back to serve here is Allen. That ball is passed up, set to the left, and there is a tip over into the pot, dug up by Invasion's defense. And this time we're going to see that swing try to go down the line from Kaylee Kennedy. That one just hitting the top of the tape. Point going to Invasion. Back on the service line once again, here is Kiara Allen. That ball passed up by Hallie Hill. And that ball a little bit too tight to put over. That is going to be 8 point for Invasion. And back on the line, Allen. Hill with the first contact. And a free ball put over by the Scotia Juniors. And there is a big block from the Scotia Juniors. That ball passed up, set out to the left. There is a tip over top of the tape from Kennedy, and a good try there from Invasion's defense to regain that ball, but that is going to be 8 point for the Scotia Juniors as they are now on the board. Serving the ball here is Grace Drew. That one going to go into the tape. That is going to be 8 point for Invasion. Back on the line with the serve here is LeBlanc. And that is going to be a service ace. Back on the line once again here is Avery LeBlanc. With a big serve, another service ace for LeBlanc. LeBlanc with a big serve, 3 aces in a row for the Invasion server. And that big serve on the top of the tape. Hill getting a touch on it. A big chase down there from Kaylee Kennedy, but not able to bring that one back into the court. Another point for Invasion. Back on the service line is LeBlanc. And that one is going to land out of bounds. That point going to the Scotia Juniors. Heading back to serve here now is Charlotte Harper. Harper with the serve just going outside the boundaries of the court. That is going to be a point for Invasion. And there is a serve from Dukoff. A right side set to Hill. Hill with the big swing cross court. Invasion finding a way to dig that one up and put it over, almost over. That ball just shy of the net. Scotia Juniors point. Heading back to serve here now is Kaylee Kennedy. And that one just short of the attack line, point going to Invasion. Back on the line for the Pictou County Invasion Volleyball Club, here is number 4, Emily Trowell. That ball passed up by Kennedy. Set to Hill on the right. Hill going cross court. That one just landing deep and out of bounds. Point going to Invasion. Back on the line again is Emily Trowell. That ball passed up by Way. Invasion setting the left side. Free ball looking to be put over. That one just short of the net. That is going to be a Scotia Juniors point. And heading back to serve here now, Hallie Hill. And that ball short under the net. That is going to be an Invasion point. That ball passed up by Kennedy. Set to the back row. A free ball over, picked up by Clark. Free ball in the middle over from LeBlanc. Scotia Junior setting it out to the left side this time. Taking a tug on it is Grace Drew, but that one just hitting the top of the tape. That is going to be an Invasion point. And it looks like we are going to get a timeout called by the Scotia Juniors coaching staff. Both teams back on the court. Danielle Clark with the first serve in for Invasion. Grace Drew with the big swing in the deep corner of the court, and that is going to score for the outside hitter. Point going to Scotia Juniors. And that point is going to send Margaret Geronimo back to serve here now for the Scotia Juniors. Float serve. That ball is passed up by Allen. And just sneaking it past the blockers is Avery LeBlanc. And heading back to serve is Aislinn Bliss. And it looks like we're going to get a quick blow on the whistle there from the referee. Looks like there was a foot violation on that server. So that is going to be an automatic ball and point to the Scotia Juniors. Back on the line, here's Carmen Way. That ball is passed up by LeBlanc. She's going to put a free ball over as well. Hill with the first contact, set to the right side of the court. Swinging down the line is Harper, but that one on the outside of the antenna rather than the inside, so that is going to be a point to Invasion. Kiara Allen back to serve now for Invasion. Hill with the first contact. That ball is saved and put over by the Scotia Juniors. And that save is going to be enough to get the point. Scotia Juniors with the point. Heading back to serve here, Grace Drew. That ball hitting the top of the tape, point going to Invasion. Back on the line, here's LeBlanc. That one going out the side and out of bounds. That is going to be a Scotia Juniors point. Back on the service line here is Charlotte Harper. That ball just not quite making it over the net. That is going to be an invasion point. Heading back to serve here now, Luka Dukoff. And that ball is passed up. Set to Hill in the back row. Just trying to sneak it over the tape is Hill, but that one landing on her side. Point going to Invasion. Kaylee McKay. Free ball over. Hill with the first contact, a right side set. That one tight and inbounds. Turned out to be a tricky dump there for the Scotia Juniors setter. And heading back to serve now, here is Kaylee Kennedy. Float serve. That ball is passed up. Set to the middle, a free ball put over. And another free ball put over from Geronimo. This time that deep free ball scoring. Point Scotia Juniors. Back on the line, Kaylee Kennedy. And that ball is passed up. And a couple of players looking to put that third contact over. That miscommunication results in a Scotia Juniors point. Back on the line is McKay. That ball is passed up. Free ball put over from Clark. A nice set to the left side. There's a big swing from the left side. Invasion doing a good job keeping that ball alive. Hill now from the right with the big swing, and that one is going to land out of bounds, and that is an Invasion defensive point, keeping that one alive. And heading back to serve here now for Invasion is number 4, Emily Trowell. Float serve. Hill with a great save. Scotia Juniors trying to chase it down. But that ball landing on the outside of the court. Trowell back to serve again. That ball is passed up by Kennedy. Hill with the tip over. And a huge save there by the Invasion defense. Scotia Juniors trying to match it. Some great touches on both sides, but there you have it. Pictou County Invasion with that point. And it looks like the captain of the Invasion team just asked if she could make a substitution with one of the players. And that looks like number 3, Luka Dukoff, just holding her arm or her wrist a little bit, perhaps from that really incredible save of a dig. Might have hurt herself a little bit there, so looks like she's going to just get looked at. Serving the ball is Emily Trowell. Hill from the right with the swing, that one going into the net, and that is going to be a point for Invasion. Another serve from Trowell deep. That ball passed up by Kaylee Kennedy, set out to the left. There is a big swing cross court. And the referee asking the defender, did you touch that ball? I couldn't see it. And she, honest and very sportsmanlike, said yes. So that is going to be a Scotia Juniors point. Heading back to serve is Hallie Hill. That ball passed up by Trowell. Dumped over by the setter. And that is going to be an invasion point. Heading back to serve, Danielle Clark. That ball is passed up. Set to the left side, a free ball over from Drew. A swing in the middle, deep and a little bit too deep, that one landing out of bounds. Point Scotia Juniors. Back on the service line, Margaret Geronimo. That one hitting the top of the tape, and that is going to put Invasion in a spot to try and win this set. 24 serving 13, heading back to the line. Number 13 is Aslyn Bliss. That ball dropping short and too hard for the passer to handle. That is going to be a service ace to win that first set, 25-13. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the second set of action. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Nova Scotia Championship 2019 Weekend 1 Volleyball Championships here at the Canada Game Centre. We have got the Pictou County Invasion Volleyball Association taking on the Scotia Juniors 14-1 club team, and Invasion did take that first set. So we will see what happens here, and it looks like the Scotia Juniors are coming out firing 2-0 here in the early goings of this second set. Back on the line, here is Grace Drew. And another service ace for Drew and the Scotia Junior squad. Grace Drew with the serve. That ball is passed up. And a little bit of a net battle there, but it looks like the joust was won by Kaylee Kennedy, and that is going to be a point for Scotia Juniors. 4-0 here in the second set. Grace Drew back to serve again. And it is a service ace. And Drew with another service ace. And that serve into the top of the tape, a point going to Invasion. Back on the line here is number 14, Nicole Atchison. That ball going short, point going to Scotia Juniors. Serving the ball here now is Samantha Warhouse. That one out of bounds, point going to Invasion. That ball passed up by Hill. Looking to dump that ball over is number 5, Kaylee Kennedy, but it looks like she got the net on the way there. That is going to be a net violation, point Invasion. Back to serve here now is number 18, Emily Young. That ball is passed up, set to the middle. And there is a big swing from the back row middle in Grace Drew. Emily Young back to serve. And that ball is passed up and over. Invasion looking to keep it alive, and they do with a free ball from Proudfoot. Hill with the swing. That went into the top of the tape, and that is going to be a point for Invasion. Emily Young with the serve. And it is a service ace. 6 serving 7. A nice comeback here in the early going of the second set by Young's serves for Invasion. That ball is passed up, set to the right. Hill looking to tip that ball over. That one just shy of the net, point going to Invasion. Drew with the first contact, Hill with the second. And a tip over into the pot, and that is going to score for Kaylee Kennedy. Back on the line, here is number 5, Kaylee Kennedy. And there's a big serve passed up and over, and that is going to score the bump kill for Nisa Kenny. And back on the line now, here's Ella Proudfoot. And that ball is passed up. And a free ball put over, unfortunately, on the outside of the antenna boundaries. So that one is not going to count. That is going to be a point for Invasion. Proudfoot with another short serve. And it is too hard to handle. That is going to be a point for Invasion. Ella Proudfoot back to serve again. That ball is passed up, set to the right side of the court. Hill with the big swing down the line, and that is going to score for Hallie Hill. Hallie Hill back to serve. And that ball passed up and over, and that is a bump kill for Invasion. And heading back to serve here is Bethany Antle. That ball passed up, set to the left, Drew. And no one there to put that free ball over. That is going to be a Scotia Juniors point. And just a little update for you folks at home who may have been worried. Number 3, Luca Dukoff, is back on the bench with her team, and it looks like she's got some ice on her wrist, and her wrist is all taped up. So nothing hopefully too bad, but she is back with her team after seeing the physio. And it looks like we've got a little net action there. And that ball is saved. And that save is going to win the point for Invasion as they are up 12-10. Back on the line here for Invasion, number 12, Renee Cameron. That ball just dribbling over the top of the tape. A nice pickup there from Warhouse. And that ball over is going to score. Back on the line here is Kaylee McKay. With the serve up and over. Invasion setting that ball to her middle, and going up there to tip it over is Nicole Atchison. And that is going to be a kill. Back on the line here is Nisa Kenny with the serve. And that ball just short of the net. That is going to be a point to Scotia Juniors. Heading back to serve here now, Grace Drew, who started off this match very strong here for the Scotia Juniors on the service line. And she does it again with a service ace. Drew back to serve. And that bump is up, over, and out of bounds. Another service ace as Drew and the Scotia Juniors pull ahead now, 14-13. That ball is passed up, but not quite enough to get a second contact on it. Scotia Juniors with the service ace. Drew with the serve. That ball is passed up and over. Set to the left side. Hill with the dump over. Free ball over into the pot. Dug up by Hill. Free ball over from the Scotia Juniors again. This time a set in the middle. There's a big swing. And there's Hill with another big swing. Proudfoot looking to keep it going, but unfortunately that ball just a little bit too short for her to get to, and that is going to be a Scotia Juniors point. Grace Drew with the serve. And that one is going to go out of bounds, out the side, and that is going to send number 14, Nicole Atchison, back to serve to look to get her team back into it. And it is a service ace point invasion. Back to serve once again, here is Nicole Atchison. That ball is passed up, but not quite over. Another point for invasion. Atchison with the serve. This time it is going to go out the side of the boundaries of the court and put the Scotia Juniors up by 1 point, 17-16. Heading back to serve here now, number 1, Samantha Warhus. And it is a service ace, big serve down the line there for the Scotia Juniors player. And she is going to head back to serve again. That one not quite making it over the net this time, and that is going to be an invasion point. Heading back to serve here now, number 18, Emily Young. That ball passed up by Hill. Set to the middle, a free ball over. Dug up and over. A set to the left this time, a big swing, a little too big. That one out of bounds for Geronimo. Back to serve once again. Here is Emily Young, all tied up at 18s. That ball passed up. An attempted save there. That one just a little too tight to the tape, and that is going to be a point for invasion. Emily Young with the serve. Passed up by Hill. Set to the right. Looking to tip that ball over. That set a little bit too tight to get to safely. And that is going to be a point for invasion. And it looks like we are going to see a timeout called here by the Scotia Juniors coach as invasion is in the 20-point zone now. Both teams are back on the court looking to win this battle here. And just a reminder, folks, Invasion did take the first set. They are now up 20-18 in this exciting nail-biting match. We'll see what happens. First serve by Young is in. And there is a tip over from the left side in Margaret Geronimo for the kill. And that is going to send Kaylee Kennedy back to serve. Float serve, and that is a service ace, finding the hole on the court. All tied up at 20s, back to serve. Here is number 5, Kaylee Kennedy. And that ball is passed up and out of bounds. Point going to Scotia Juniors. That ball passed up, not quite over, is it? And that is going to be another point, as now up by 2 points is the Scotia Juniors side. That ball is passed up and put over by Invasion, and that is just enough to score there into the pot. That is going to be a Pictou County point. And heading back to serve here now is Ella Proudfoot. That ball is passed up and chased down, but not able to put that ball over are the Scotia Juniors. And it is all tied up here as Ella Proudfoot heads back to serve 22-22. And that ball is passed up, chased down by Drew. Free ball over from Hill, and that free ball is going to land inside of the court. And that is going to be a point for the Scotia Juniors. Heading back to serve here now is Hallie Hill. And that one is just going to hit the pole on the side, not quite making it over. That is going to be a point for Invasion. And there is a serve from Antle, and that is going to be a service ace. 24-23 here in at this point-for-point trading match. Antle going back to see if they can finish it in 2 sets. That one just landing short, and they do it, finding a way to steal that second set away, 25-23. There you have it, folks. The first 14U game here on the live stream. Pictou County Invasion winning against the Scotia Juniors. But don't go anywhere. We've got a couple more 14U girls matches of pool play coming up. We'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes.